Welcome back. I'm Old Man McGowan. Welcome to my warm, welcoming fire. And yeah, I probably said welcome way too many times there. Anyways, what we're going to do today, we're going to do some Dungeon Defenders. Another run through on another map. Now, this is one we're going to do Alchemical Laboratory. And we're going to run through on Insane on this one. We'll show you how I like to do this one. Now, this is not guaranteed going to work for everybody. But that all depends on how you stack your character, how you stack your equipment, and all that, right? Start out with getting our mana. Everything's mana, right? You gotta use mana. Mana for everything. Grab your crates. Alright, got some crates. We're gonna start off with the knight because he's got these things. Bumper blockers. Bumper blockers are great. The bouncer blockers are your first round, first line of defense, which is gonna eventually become your last line of defense. But you gotta start somewhere, right? Now, right off the bat, we can get away with just 4 of these things. So we're going to put just 4 of them down right away. And then we're going to switch characters. If my button would work. No, it's not going to work for me today. No, it's not working at all. Oh, that was really embarrassing. Anyways, whatever. We got our character switched up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and throw down the Huntress turrets. Or traps, they're called. We'll start with one here. It's all we can afford at the moment. And yeah, I've got a pretty cool gun with balls and stuff. I'll show you how to get this down. This is obviously, since we're playing on Insane, this is another run through that you've already gotten a character, you've already leveled them up, you've gotten some weapons and stuff. You've got something that you can make big rounds with. You more than likely beat the entire storyline already. We'll do a walkthrough on the storyline. Not in this video. Different videos, different things. Alright, so 420, look at that. Alright, right on. Okay, so here we got more Huntress traps. I like to double these things up. The more colors, the better, you guys. The more colors, the better. More colors equals more damage in this game. That's the way I figure. So we're going to put up these on all of these 4 spots because these are our last line of defense that's now going to turn into our first line of defense. Well, the other way around, but you follow me, you follow me. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add some more of these things, because these things are great. You want to make sure that they don't overlap. You overlap the 2 circles of a different color, but not 2 circles of the same color. Because they will set each other off, and it'll end up being a waste of all your mana and your traps. Well, maybe not so much all your mana. Some of your mana and your traps will be wasted. You'll have to reset it. Or the guys will even worse. Alright, we got action going on now. These guys are coming fast. We're getting into it. I love this game. Killing you with kindness. Killing you with kindness. Sending the hearts out. Sending the hearts. Now, as far as her turrets, we're just going to put up another line right up here. Once again, watch your circles. Make sure that they're not overlapping two of the same color. They won't let you put two of the same color right on top of each other. But what I mean by that is their outer circle. That's their damage range. And if the damage range overlaps one of the other one's trigger, which they will let you do, it'll chain react. Now, if there's no guy standing on the other one that's chain reacting, then that's going to be a waste of a trap, and they take time to reset. So that's the tip there. You probably already know that if you've gotten this far and you can play on Insane. But some of these tips are useful for even if you're not on Insane. Some of the same skills can be used for the lower ranked characters. As long as you've made multiple characters. We're actually going to switch. Nope. And hopefully it lets us switch this time. It doesn't screw my buttons around on it. And we're gonna pull out the wizard. Now, the reason why I'm gonna pull out my wizard is because he already has a really powerful weapon. And he does the special ability, which everybody knows and loves, is he can upgrade and heal things a lot faster than anybody else when using special ability. Special ability. You can upgrade. Turn you around really fast. Sometimes my buttons don't do what they're supposed to. As you can tell. Probably heard them click. Alright, now. Not trying to fool anybody, you do have to pay attention to what's going on and kind of keep in mind where you've upgraded, where you haven't upgraded. Collect the mana. It's all about the mana. You gotta get the mana, right? What's the mana? I don't know. What's the mana? Alright, there's the chemical is why they call it Alchemical Laboratory. Now what I'd say now, you might be thinking, oh, well you got all this space, why are you setting all the traps? Well, really what we're going to do is we're just going to set up all the other traps for the dragon. There's nothing else that I'm going to be worried about. It's all about the dragon on this map. You're going to want to farm. You're going to farm for, especially if you don't have a nice weapon yet. Because at the end of this map, or this level, you beat the dragon, you're rewarded with some nice fancy armor, and you get a nice weapon. Depending on who you play with, you're going to get a different weapon. Strategy works on Insane Plus as well. It all depends on the character you're playing with, how he's stacked. Characters, plural, I guess, because I'm using everybody other than the monks right now. The monk is great as well for those bubbles. I love those bubbles. And had my controller been working properly, I might be using that bubble stuff as well. But forget the bubbles. We're having issues with the controller. It was working just a minute ago. And now it's not working, but whatever. Okay, let's just activate the crystal and keep it going. We can skip this. I'm just gonna be setting up these striker towers so that they're gonna shoot at the dragon. And you're gonna kill that dragon a little faster. With the weapon I'm using, which anybody can get. This is Suitor's Revenge. If you pass Glitter Helm, you get rewarded with this. It happens to be the highest DPS weapon that I have. Average DPS on this one is 17,000. You can get like 100 and something thousand DPS. It's at the point where we're gonna have to upgrade these things a little bit. Up our numbers of the Huntress traps and up the potential and health of these bouncer blockers. If the bouncer blockers go down, we don't have any other way of killing you guys. Picky and choosy about it. I want to spend all my mana on the bouncer blocker. I want these gas explosive traps up. See how the gas clouds slow them all down? Those bubbles will do the same thing with the monk. Final wave, here we go. We're getting into it. We're getting into it. We're almost at my favorite part. I love this game for the dragons. Love the dragons, man. I love dragons. If there was dragons in real life, that would be so cool. Like, maybe there is. I don't know. I'd like to believe that there is dragons somewhere in real life. That would be so cool. Even if it just existed in a long, long, long distant past or something like that. Or why we don't have any dragon bones. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Can't explain that. Let's upgrade these. Otherwise, there's no point in having them. And we could probably do that shit now. If you hit that crystal, it just turns all the rest of the mana that's lying around into mana in the bank. So it's not like you're spending on upgrades. If you're interested in finding out what the best way to get mana is, this is it. It's cool thing I stumbled upon while upgrading lightsabers. I love the lightsabers in this. I also get those glitter helm. Glitter helm, you get a lot of stuff. On alchemical, this is what you can do to farm to get some gear right off the bat. Well, not right off the bat, obviously. Before you can really tackle the end dragon or the bonus. You're probably going to want to do this one sometimes farm it and try That's what I did. I got a bunch of these weapons as bonuses from this drag. And then I was able to upgrade those guns. And then I was able to tackle, like I say, the dragon at the end and harder difficulties. You do get some XP for this, but it's not like the best really for XP. You want to farm like the end mission. Glitter helm. You can do a run through of glitter helm. 10 minutes if you my fastest run through on that is like something. It's like 8 minutes. Just over 8. Now you can't control how fast the guys spawn out of the doors. But what you can do is keep killing them real fast. Because until the last guys are done, like disappeared, dead, wherever they go in the video game, wherever, they won't spawn the next round. It's not like there will be a build-up of them that you can get them to follow you around or something. Alright, let's go, come on. Yeah! This is it, this is what it's been all about. Kill this guy real fast here. We got those striker towers, they're gonna do a lot of damage on him real fast. My weapon is mainly gonna kill this guy. This is not a modded weapon, it's a weapon that you get for, like I say, doing glitter helm. And it doesn't always give you one that you can level up a lot of times. That's why you gotta farm it. Oh, there we go. We got him trapped now. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Well, he's not a dragon-ish, isn't he? He's more of a devil with dragon wings. Yeah! Alright, guys, that's how you do this one.